Thanks for the engagement of my last post. You guys are the reason I am here. I love you. So today I'll be talking about the differences between skin tone and under skin tone, because most of us as makeup artists, we don't know the differences between these two things. They are the same thing. Skin tone is different from under skin tone. Now, what is skin tone? When you look at yourself in the mirror, what you see is your skin tone. Oh, my skin is pretty. What you see, what you're actually seeing is your skin. But when we talk about the under skin tone, it's the underlying pigment. So let's assume we peel off our skin. What you're going to be seeing is your under skin tone. Now, there are some things that affect our skin tone as it is here, because the under skin tone does not change no matter what. It's like follow come. It comes with you, whether you're stressed, you're aging, you're passing through a lot. Your under skin tone does not change. But there are some things that affect our skin tone, like for example the weather. The weather affects the skin. So let's assume you're in a cold environment, your skin is going to look fresher and all of that. And then if you're in a very harsh environment, you're going to see the differences too. So weather is one factor that affects the skin tone. Remember, our under skin tone does not change no matter what, but weather is one of the factors that affect the skin tone. Another factor that affects the skin tone is seasons. It's more like weather. Another factor is age, and then another factor is stress. So that means as you're aging, your skin tone will probably be changing from whatsoever, depending on how well you treated yourself when you were young. So that means as you're aging, your skin tone is going to be changing, and then to the stress you pass through in a day, in a week, month, or year determines if your skin tone, what you actually see in the mirror, is going to look fresh or is going to change. You see some people looking very dark, and at some point somebody will tell you, my skin dey dark. E be like in a cream where they use, or maybe na the weather. That's your skin reacting to the weather and other factors that may be involved. So when we talk about that skin tone, now when we talk about our under skin tone, we have different types of under skin tone. We have basically three types of under skin tone. We have the warm under skin tone, we have the neutral under skin tone, and we have the cool under skin tone. Now, how do you know these skin tones when you see them? There are some characteristics that are related to these skin tones. The warm under skin tone has this reddish, yellowish background. So when you see people that have this reddish, peachy, yellowish background under their skin, of course, when two fair skin girls stand or fair skin humans stand, you're definitely going to see a difference between the two of them. The difference you're seeing is as a result of differences in their under skin tone. I don't know whether you understand. Differences in their under skin tone is what makes us have these different shades. But our skin tone generally does not change. So when you see somebody with a warm under skin tone, you're definitely going to be seeing a yellowish background, a reddish background, or a peachy background, depending on the kind of skin tone, depending on the kind of under skin tone that person has. But warm skin tones basically are related to the yellowish, the golden, that golden, yellow gold kind of background. But when we talk about the cold under skin tone, we talk about the pink background. That's why some makeup artists, when they are trying to get a perfect skin tone for your under skin tone, when they are trying to get the perfect match, you see somebody mixing a pink shade of either lipstick or something, or foundation, or corrector, mixing a pink shade with what you have. So if you're putting a pink shade into your normal foundation, that means you're trying to get a cold under skin tone for that person, or maybe the person has a cold under skin tone and then you don't have that shade of foundation, so you're probably going to mix a pink shade to get that person's perfect under skin tone. Another shades that are attributed to these under skin tones are brown, ashy, gray, and all of that. So when you get that's for the cold under skin, remember the pink background, like the underlying pigments. When we mean under skin tone, the underlying pigments are pink, ashy, gray, brown, and all of that. They are not shouty. The people that have cold skin tones don't have shouty skin, unlike the people that have warm skin tones that their skin tone is very sharp and eye-catching. So the next skin tone is the neutral skin tone. Now when you have a skin tone you barely cannot identify whether it's a warm or it's a cold skin tone or under skin tone, it means you fall under the class of neutral skin tone. Now another thing is the colors to wear. As somebody that has a warm under skin tone or somebody that has a cold under skin tone, what are the colors you probably need to wear? Now for people that have warm under skin tone, you find them wearing warm colors like ivory. You don't need to wear white, off white, gray, tinted colors, those not very shouty colors but a little bit not shouty. But people that have cold under skin tone, the under skin tone now that is very cold, you need colors like white. Eye-catchy colors are what is good for those kind of people. And also there are specific jewelries for this specific under. Like when you have a warm under skin tone, gold fits you. And then when you have a cold under skin tone, you see yourself liking silver. You be like, okay, my skin actually goes well with silver. And then people that have warm under skin tone will probably be like, okay, my skin goes well with gold jewelries. And then neutral, anything goes. You just like, I cannot identify. So that's actually one way to know if your skin tone is neutral, warm, or undertone. When you find yourself liking gold too much, it means you have a warm under skin tone. And then when you find yourself liking silver, it means you have a cold under skin tone. And then when you find yourself trying to be indecisive, you don't know what to wear, like everything goes, it means you have a neutral skin tone. Now how can I just look at somebody apart from knowing that okay, this person has this golden yellowish skin tone? You can also identify these skin tones using the veins. So if you see somebody like myself, I have a warm under skin tone. If you see somebody having very green veins, like the green veins are very obvious that okay, this is green, it means that person has a warm under skin tone. But when you see somebody having this mix of purple and blue, a dark, yeah, there are some people that have that kind of vein, dark green and blue, yeah, dark purple and blue. Just imagine that the color it will give you. When you see people having very sharp green, it's for the warm under skin tone. But when you see somebody having that mix of green and purple kind of veins color, it means that person has a gold. So you can actually walk up to your friend and be like, okay, let me see your hand. And then you look at the hand and okay, this person has a warm under skin tone, and then this person has a cold under skin tone. Also, you can use your chest to find out your skin tone and your under skin tone, whether you have warm under skin tone. You can look at your chest or your thigh. Why these places are very easy to identify is because they are not prone to sunlight. You know, your thigh is always closed. Most times your chest is always closed, because I know we wear revealing clothes on occasion, but most times our chest is always closed, so it does not have direct effect or direct access to sunlight, unlike our face, our hands that are always open. So you can use your chest and your thigh to know your skin tone and your under skin tone. Remember, the skin tone is what we see when we look at the mirror. more like what I see, what is visual to me. But the under skin tone is the underlying pigment inside the skin. So that means I can actually look at my chest and look at it, if it is brownish or if it is golden or if it is yellowish, depending on the person's skin. Of course, I'm dark, so you don't expect my under skin tone to be very shouty like somebody that is light skinned. So I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you learned one or two. Next week this time I'll be coming back with some other episode and some tips that will help us. Thank you very much. Do well to like, subscribe, comment and share this video. Thank you. Bye.